Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it is September 30th, 2025. Just got out back here, moved some things around. Got a call from the driver who's going to be delivering the trusses. So he should be here probably within 10-15 minutes. So I'm hoping that we can put the trusses right over in this area. That way I've still got enough room to work and bring the trusses up into the various 3 locations. There'll be a set of trusses that go here on one side, a set of trusses that go in the center, and another set over there on the other side. So we'll see how everything goes. I want to try not to block off these, the stick material here, because that's going to be necessary to frame the walls that the trusses will sit on. So my plan is right up over here. We'll see how things go. Sometimes what they do with the trusses is they have it tilt and sort of slide off the end and then drive out from underneath it. The guys are actually coming next week to start the building and all. And I do have gravel down here, so this is okay. I'm one of those people that always tries to plan for if things don't go well, something happens to the crew or whatever, and put things on, up off the ground, like 6x6s here. So I had these over here stored temporarily, and so we'll see how everything will work out here. You got a little bit of a cold here. So anyways, that's where we are this morning. We'll see what actually happens today. Fingers crossed things go well. Well, a very good driver. So got all the trusses in one load. So the bottom here is all 34-foot trusses. These go across the center section over here. And on the top are the two end trusses, the mono trusses that go on each end. So in order to do the wall up there at the end, I'm going to need this truss right here, this one here. So we'll see just how I'm going to have to do all this. I'll have to figure this all out. But one of the challenges was they banded the trusses, but they didn't band them together. So this set of trusses started to slide off of this truss. So I asked them to hold up, and I went in and got a bunch of screws and screwed one set of trusses to the other set of trusses here all the way around both sides. And so I'll take those apart before I forget about them and all. But they're here safe and sound. They're delivered. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast now. Well, I had some breakfast, so I'm ready to go. We start off early and do our chores and do the things we got to do in the morning, and then we after things are settled, then we have our breakfast in the morning, and you feel somewhat refreshed to go ahead and start the day and all. So the driver was excellent. Real happy with, with everything about the whole truss situation here, working with the Amish and all. So far things are really good. One thing that would have been a little bit better if both sets of trusses were banded together. As he was tilting the bed, this one set here started to slide off the end here. So I told him, I said, let me go ahead and put some screws in here. So that's what I did do. I put some screws all along in here and on the other side. So I'm going to take those out now while I'm remembering it, and see how things work out. Those 6x6s are heavy, sliding them under there. So let's see if we can find the screws. So here's one here. I think this is the furthest one here. Oh, I got a couple more in here I got to find. Here. Just want to make sure I get all the screws out, so when I go to pick these off of here, things will work out okay. And these ones here slid this way a little bit. But I've got enough room where I can work in and get to some of these different building materials here bit by bit. So we'll figure the rest of this out and where to put everything. Plywood's in the back, but I've got stacks on stacks, so we'll have to adjust some things here. But fingers crossed things will all work out. Yeah, you can see these ones slid here a little bit as well. But real good driver. Only this one truss down at the bottom is the only damage that I can see. I don't think that's too bad. We'll have to see how things are, but I think everything fared pretty well. So I'm going to take the screws out now, and just so I've got that off my plate and I don't have to worry about that later on forgetting it. And then we'll decide if we're going to go over to the wood lot, wood yard, and cut some more rounds. Maybe we'll do some of that today. Just haven't decided yet. And yeah, well, I may tell you a little bit of a story then too. Did I get them all out?